Hey there! So, there are three parts to the Nazirite vow. I'll read from the King James Version now, a couple of verses. This is the first part. He shall separate himself from wine and strong drink, and shall drink no vinegar of wine, or vinegar of strong drink. Neither shall he drink any liquor of grapes, nor eat moist grapes or dried. All the days of his separation shall he eat nothing that is made of the vine tree, from the kernels even to the husk. Now, wine is closely associated with rebelliousness, with forgetfulness, with wrongdoing. The prophets, many times, when they want to compare the Israelites who were going astray to something, speaking figuratively, they would compare them to someone who is drunk or who is waking up from his drunkenness. We know from Greek and Roman mythology that the gods of wine, Bacchus and Dionysus, were closely associated with religious madness and ecstasy, wild parties, that whole thing. Now, wine is not a bad thing. Even though it's closely associated with forgetfulness and all that, it is also closely associated with joy, with happiness, with thanksgiving. The reason that the Nazirite abstains from this and from its very source of grapes is because of what it represents. The Nazirite is not commanded to abstain from all earthly delights, but from this specific one, because it has to do a lot with who you are as a person. Choosing to separate yourself from something which is allowed gives you a different mindset, and it helps you to rediscover certain traits or virtues, such as patience and mindfulness. This is what the Nazirite vow facilitates. It causes you to be closer to yourself and consequently closer to God. So when you abstain from wine and strong drink and grapes, from the very source of things, you get to sort of change the way that you look at yourself and change the way that you look at the world. And that's the first part.